Catch Me at the Ballpark, episode 6, now out. Let's talk about it. So episode 6 of Catch Me at the Ballpark is now officially out for you guys to go and check out. And again, it's another 3-parter episode. That is the format that they are doing with these episodes. It tears it down into 3 different parts, which is something that I love. It gives it this unique anthology sort of series vibe that is happening throughout the episodes. But I really like it because we get to focus on different characters and that. And again, it's slice of life. It's that type of anime, and I absolutely love it. So this episode again is fantastic. This little anime, it always makes me smile. It's one of those animes that's feel good, and it's very relatable. You know, the stuff that it's just about people that work at a ballpark. It's about their lives, and so many realistic elements in here that you can resonate with and connect with on a personal level. So for instance, the first part of this episode is about a young girl who's in high school called Sarah, who is now working as a vendor that is selling beer. Now, she's out there selling, and she notices that everyone else, all the regulars, call all the other vendors by their name. But no one calls her by her name. And then you hear the moment where they're like, Sarah. And you're just thinking to yourself, oh, here we go. And there's these 2 people sitting there, a husband and wife. And this turns out to be her parents. And now, anyone who has been there through high school and stuff like that, you know sometimes you can feel a little bit embarrassed by your parents and that at times. And that is what the vibe is. She's embarrassed by them. They're taking photos and that. She's like, I said no photos while I'm at work, but you look so cute in your uniform. You know, that sort of stuff. We all have that moment, and I just found that so refreshing because it's so relatable, because we've all gone through that stage in life where we feel like that. And then as you get older and you become a parent, you start to realize, oh, I'm about to be that person. It's brilliant. And then we find out that the whole family's there. The auntie, uncles, grandmother, great-grandmother, grandfather, everyone is there, and they're like, let's take photos. And obviously she's embarrassed by this. I just thought that was all fun and games and just hilarious. And then we get into the second part of the episode. Now, again, this second part is so relatable. How many times have you found a photo, an old video, or something that reminds you of a memory back in the day, and you just start to relive that moment? That is what this part is all about. You know, they're going through and they're cleaning out the changing rooms and everything like that, like where they change, the vending girls. They're cleaning it all out. And this is where they start to find memories and things like that. You know, one of them finds the diary she wrote before she fell in love and stuff like that, and she doesn't want to show them. We have Ruriko, who finds the test that Sarah was hiding from her parents, and she's like, you can't hide the test from your parents. You don't want to ruin your perfect score, but you have to tell them. I thought that was hilarious. But then one of the guys, who obviously is like the boss, he finds these magazines, these old magazines, and he starts talking about, oh, you know who this person is, and he starts to relive his youth through those books and explain what happened and how these guys were out of high school. You know, they're like the dynamic duo. They both wanted to play for the Motor Sons, but that didn't happen. And then you get the moment where they find an old uniform that the vending girls used to wear, and then they find an old photo, and they're like, oh, this person looks very familiar. Who is that? And it's one of the girls, the one that is the older one out of all of them. She's been there for 10 years, and that was her 10 years ago. So she starts to relive those memories, and they're like, put the uniform on. We want to see what you look like now. Take photo now and that. I just thought it was fantastic because we've all done that. That's so relatable. How many times have you just looked at old photos and done that? We've all done it. No one can deny they have not done that. We've all absolutely done it, and it's just so relatable, and it's just so real. And that's what I think I like about this anime so much. It's because it's a slice of life comedy, day-to-day life about people who work, who are just ordinary people. We're not dealing with high powers, universal clashes, saving the universe, demons, angels, gods. We're not dealing with all that stuff. We're just simply dealing with the everyday life of a human being who is at work and going through life. And that's what I think I find so likable about this anime. And it's just refreshing to have something like that. And again, it makes me laugh and smile all the time. But man, when you get into that third part, I thought this was hilarious. I thought this was freaking brilliant. So we get into the third bit, which is called off script. So the All-Star game that they have every year has now come back to the Motorsun Stadium. So it's now there after 8 years. So they are hosting it. So obviously you have rival fans, everyone coming out to see this. And then Ruriko, who's out there selling beer, obviously these guys make comments about these vendor girls. Nah, we've got them beat. Our team's got them beat in every aspect and stuff like that. And it starts to annoy her because people like to mock the Motorsuns. They like to mock them. And then we have the hit off, the home run hit off. And we have one guy who's just absolutely loves it. And then Dennis Young comes out, the American who is over in Japan. I just love when the Japanese do English. It sounds so great. I just love it. It's brilliant. So he goes out there and he's hitting and he's like on fire. He's like, I wasn't going to take this seriously, but you know what? I'm going to do it because, not getting embarrassed is better. So he starts whacking it. And he's up to like, I think it's like 11 or something like that. And he's got one more to go. Man turns and sees Ruriko. And we obviously know that's a throwback to one of the early episodes where he's like, oh, my destiny has arrived. Obviously, he misses, and it cost him. But then the mascots come out, and they've got this whole script where there's two mascots, the Motorsun's mascot and this, like, antler, like, deer, reindeer guy are the mascot. They must fight each other. They're like, that's the script. They're going to, WWE basically, scrap each other. And it's hilarious. So they start doing it, and obviously the Motorsun's one loses. He's supposed to lose. And this really sees the fans start to, basically say, look, we dominated like we dominate their team and that. And Ruriko is not happy. So she yells out at him, at the mascot, and says, get up, stop letting him mock us. And that, my man did the Undertaker, bro. My man got up like the Undertaker and got up and then turned, and the fiery aura behind him, this man was locked in. He was not losing. He then runs up and starts throwing punches and then German suplexes the other mascot into the ground to win. And I was laughing so hard. I was like, this is freaking gold, man. This is comedy gold. This is what you want from this type of anime, man. This is just brilliant. And obviously he got a scolding and that's where it ends. But episode 6 was so much fun, so relatable. It just, I love this anime so much, man. I really, really do. The characters are great. The stories are great. It's relatable. It's funny. It's hilarious. Oh, it's got everything, man. It has everything you want. It's just brilliant. It really is. If you guys have not been watching Catch Me to the Ballpark, you guys need to watch it. Look, I'm not even a baseball fan. I'm not baseball. I don't like baseball. But man, I love this anime. I absolutely love it. And you don't need to be a baseball fan because baseball comes second in this anime. It's about the people. It's about the day-to-day life. It's about the vendor girl. It's about the food girl. It's about the fans that come. And it is about the team as well. But it's more than just the baseball. It's about unifying everyone and bringing them all together and seeing how everyone interacts and how their lives are. It's so good. It's so good. So let me know what you guys think. If you liked episode 6 or not, smash it in the comment section below. Smash that like button. Click subscribe. And I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe and peace out.